I'm your host, Welcome23. You're joining me for Nightbound, Chapter 7, Secrets of the Blood. In the alley, slumped against the wall, still badly shaken from the zombie's attack that nearly killed you. Numbly, you stare up at your friend Vera, who turned the walking corpse into dust with a single touch. Vixen, are you okay? Tugging your glove back on, Vera rushes over, reaching towards you. Vera, that was incredible. You saved my life, Vera. How the hell did you do that? Vera's taut face softens. She pulls you into a careful hug. I couldn't let it hurt you. Not when I could do something good for once. Vera looks away, swallowing hard. When I told you I had a lot of history in this town, well, this is part of it. Only part? You mean there's more? Vera tucks a straight curl behind her ear, refusing to meet your eyes. There's a lot I haven't told you, Vixen, about who I am, what I can't come from. What exactly are you saying? Are you a creature too? No, Vixen. I'm human, just like you. My family just has some serious baggage of the supernatural variety. And that means we're cursed. All of us. My entire bloodline. So, why didn't you tell me? I thought we were becoming friends. Don't you trust me? Vixen, you have no idea how many times I wanted to tell you. I've lived with it for so long. All the shame. I didn't want to burden you with it. The truth isn't a burden, Vera. Whatever the curse is, I would have wanted to know. And I still do. I'm so sorry. It's hard, you know? When you've spent your entire life hating a part of yourself, you can't ever change. Tears well in Vera's eyes. You feel a rush of sympathy for her. I can see you're hurting, but whatever this curse is, it's not who you are. Biting your lip, Vera gives you a tight nod and a shaky, uncertain smile. Want to get out of here? I'm not really a fan of dark alleys these days. Definitely. Come on, I know somewhere we'll be safe, and I know some people who might be able to tell us more about that thing. Stooping, you brush aside the powdered remains of your undead attacker and pick up the heavy silver coin I left behind. This coin seems like a good place to start. And you're sure it's okay I come with you? Now that you know. We both need answers. And I'm not afraid of you. This doesn't change anything between us. Really? Reach out and squeeze Vera's gloved hand. Really? Two of you head back out to Bourbon Street, walking towards the graveyard shift. You know, I was hugely obsessed with Rogue when I was a boy. You know, that whole thing with her, it's kind of cool. So, how exactly did you wind up with a curse? Was there a wicked witch involved or something? Actually, there was a witch, although I think the wickedness was debatable. One of my ancestors, this is gonna sound kind of wild, but he hunted monsters. Hold up, you're descended from a night hunter? You know about night hunters? My friend Nick, the one I was telling you about, he's one. Someone hired him to protect me from the blood wraith. Someone knew you'd be attacked. Who? Trust me, I wish I knew. Whoever hired Nick did it anonymously. Vera gives you an arch look and lifting an eyebrow. Looks like I'm not the only one with secrets. Hey, I'm an open book. I have no idea why any of this is happening to me. No family curse skeletons in my closet. Touche. Anyway, my great-great-grandfather, Derek Remanoir, was pretty notorious back in the day. They called him the Bloody Hand. Because, well, he had this charming hobby of collecting the hands of his prey. It's kind of horrible, I'm not gonna lie. What kind of sicko collects the hands? I wish I could say that's just the way things were back then, but that's from what I've read. Let's just say that Derek was not a nice man. Long story short, a nasty fever swept through the town. Derek decided that a local coven of witches was to blame. I'm almost afraid to ask what happened. He tracked them to the Covenstead in the middle of the night and set it on fire while they were all inside. He took everything from them in one fell swoop. Nearly the whole coven died in agony that night, along with their families. Damn, that's a lot to live with, no matter how long ago it was. Well, it only gets worse from there. When Derek went home that night, he took his wife in his arms, and she screamed at his touch. And then she died, her flesh turning to dust. The survivors had cursed him, and from that day on, anything Derek's hands touched would suffer and die, the way their own had suffered. An eye for an eye, huh? Pretty much, except it didn't end there. Derek soon found out that his daughter was struck by the curse too. Eventually she had children of her own, and every one of them carries the curse. The Remanoir touch. Yeah, okay, question. Is it only hands touching? Because, like I was gonna say bodies touching, how'd she have kids? Apparently it's just hands. But you didn't do anything, that's not fair. Farah looks down at her gloved hands and has a small, bitter laugh, shaking her head. Isn't it? They killed their families, their children. Now his family will pay for his crimes until the end of time. Everyone in this town knows the Roman laws are dangerous and are worthy of contempt. Farah, is there a way to break the curse? Farah lets out a long, weary sigh. Believe me, plenty have tried over the past 4 generations, but this is no standard issue curse we're talking about. The witches who cast it wanted to make damn sure it stuck around for a good long while. Rituals and counter curses just bounce right off. At this point, it's as much a part of my own blood. Continue walking, shivering, a little in the night wind. So you really can't touch anyone with your hands, not ever? Farah glances away, pain flickering across her face. I chose not to. Not all of us do the same. What do you mean? I mean my mother, Tanya Romney. My mother considers our curse to be a tool, a gift. She used it to become one of the deadliest, most feared assassins in the country. Now she basically runs New Orleans' criminal underworld, and she goes by Lady Smoke. Hold up, Lady Smoke is your mother? You know her? She nearly got my friend's brother killed. She forces creatures who owe her money to fight in a death in Persephone's basement. I didn't know that, but I'm not surprised. If something shady goes down in this town, you can bet my mother had a hand in it. Literally. Crime and carnage are kind of her brand. Farah holds up her hand, smiling grimly. That's why they call her Smoke, because she kills without weapons. And when she's done, there isn't even a body left. Growing up around her must have been terrifying. She was grooming me to follow her in her footsteps. I've been looking over my shoulder since I left, waiting for her to drag me back. I only risked coming back at all because Christine asked me to, and I wanted to make her happy. Oh, Vera. And now she knows I'm here. My mother can feel when I use the curse, just like I feel it whenever she kills someone. The closer we are, the stronger the feeling. It's only a matter of time until she comes looking for me. You reach the graveyard shift, but Vera hesitates at the door, distraught. What's wrong? What will your friends think of me? I mean, there are all kinds of ghouls and gals, and I think they'll be fine with you. Listen, I won't let anyone hurt you. They're good people. Well, good fae folk, some stone trolls, and semi-zombies. You said your friend was a night hunter, though. What if he thinks I'm a monster, too? You are not a monster. Nick will see that, and if he doesn't, I won't let him anywhere near you. I don't know what to say, Vixen. I can't remember the last time someone stood up for a Remanoir. For me. You're worth protecting, Vera. I believe I'm pronouncing the last name correctly. Please feel free to correct me if I'm not. The two of you exchange a long look and then step inside. The crew is gathered at the bar, chatting slow, tense tones. Ah, there she is, ladies and gentlemen. No cause for further concern. Oh, thank goodness. See, Nick, told you she'd be fine. Nick leaps out of his chair and rolls around for a moment. His face glows with a relieved smile. before it darkens into anger. Oh, good, you're still alive. Nick, I can explain. You left me a note. I didn't even say where you went. You could have woke me. Damn it! I could have gone with you. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking, but Christine was awake and I had to go. In case she ran out of the hospital like a bat out of hell, put herself in danger. Look, you're probably right. I should have brought you with me, but I didn't. And yelling at me won't change that. Nick presses his palms against his forehead, glowering. A complex, haunted expression flits across his face. You won't listen, even if I cost you your damn life. I swear it's like Taylor, all over again. Taylor, who's... Forget it. I need some air, try not to disappear again. You stare after him, guilt nodding in your chest. I didn't think he'd be so upset. Maybe I should talk to him. Follow Nick to learn one of his deepest, most painful secrets, and become closer in the process. In case you're wondering what I'm saving my diamonds up for. Puzzle pieces. And bloodbound. You watch him go, amused. Cal and Catherine shift over to make room for you and Vera. What's his deal? I mean, I'm sorry I worried him, but I didn't think he'd be furious. Catherine gives a tight shake of her head, her lips pulled taut. I don't know the full story, but there was a rumor a few years back about one of Ryder's clients dying on his watch. I'm not sure how legit it was. Ryder won't talk about it with anyone, but it's true. Worst thing that happened to a hunter. Wow, that's really terrible. The door swings open and Nick strides back in, a little calmer, but you can see the tightness lingering around his eyes as he slides in next to you. Nick, are you okay? Right as rain, just needs some air. Really, I'm sorry. I got carried away, it won't happen again. Scout's honor. Gives you a faint half smile, bumping your shoulder with his. Just be more careful, Rook. For me, if not for yourself. Well, now that everyone's back, safe and sound, Eris gestures towards the front door and you hear a series of solid clicks as several locks slide home. Beside you, Cal nudges your arm and gives you a reproachful look. We were all worried about you, Vixen. Yeah, Wolf Boy here was ready to charge into the night and search the whole city block by block. I'm so sorry. Seriously, I needed to make sure my friend was okay. Next to Cal, Catherine gives a very long, assessing look, then shoots you a fleeting smile. And this is Vera. Vera Remenoir. I'm probably pronouncing it incorrectly, but anyway. It's like my subconscious is telling me I am, and I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm honest. I look at it and I'm like, Remenoir, because I know the key is quite quiet. Horrible shock runs through the crew. Everyone exchanges wide-eyed glances. Wait a minute, you Lady Smoke's missing kid? Well, I'll be damned. I thought you looked familiar. You have your mother's eyes. So everyone tells me. Are you mixed up with any sort of Lady Smoke's business? My kid brother nearly got himself killed because he owed her. No, of course not. That's why I left town, to get away from all that. I'm here to help Vixen, I swear. Now this could be good for us. To have Smoke's kid on our side, that means we got leverage. Nothing goes down in the city that Smoke doesn't know about if we can get her to help tracking down the Blood Wraith. We may need more help than that. Reach into your pocket for the coin, setting it on the bar top. Something attacked me on the way home. Something zombie-like. It left that behind when Vera killed it. Next to you, Ivy's eyes light up with interest, her gaze flitting to Vera's gloves. Is it true what they say about the Remonique touch? Anything you lay your hands on goes all... Ivy makes a dramatic gagging sound, rolling her eyes back and sticking out her tongue. It's true. And apparently not even walking corpses are immune. Bomb sauce. Ivy, can you tell us what kind of coin that is? Ivy reaches over to examine the coin, giving an experimental nibble with her front teeth. Did you just put that in your mouth? Ivy... Is that another undead person thing? I knew you ate spirit essence, but... Ivy lets out a honking laugh. Dude, I'm not eating it. I'm just checking to see if it's real silver. This, my friends, is just genuine Roman Tertuscus circa 100 BCE.
Oh, can I see?
Ivy flips a coin to Crom and holds it up to the light.
I've always wanted one of these for my collection.
Oh, it's shiny. Crom passes back the coin and you turn over your hands. So, what does this thing mean? Why was it in the zombie? Next level necromancy, friends. This is old potent magic. Super dangerous stuff. Whoever summoned this revenant is really hardcore. Not quite as hard as conjuring a blood wraith, but it's up there. I bet my books that you're looking at the same person. So we're up against a major league necromancer, and where there's one rotter, and there's bound to be more. Hooray. So a bunch of these things could be out there roaming the city. Why make one zombie when you can make a dozen? Bodies aren't exactly hard to come by in a place like... You all jump as a heavy fist pounds on the bar's front door. Rude. His face turning worry, Garrus crosses the room, opens the door, revealing 4 hulking men in hats and crisp suits. State your intentions before crossing my threshold, if you please. The stone-faced goon looks around the bar, his gaze falling on Vera. Oh my god, this guy is like the evil henchman for every villain known to man.
Miss Remenoir, would you come with us, please?
My mother sent you, I take it. I'm gonna read between the lines and assume the invitation isn't optional.
No, ma'am, it is not.
Slide out of the chair, putting yourself between Bear and the enforcers. If you lay so much a finger on her... Bear sighs wearily behind you, getting to her feet. It's okay, Vixen. I knew she'd haul me in, sooner or later. Well, I'm not letting you face her alone. If you go, I'm going with you. Which means I'm going too. Perfect. Extends, call, followed by Cal and Catherine, and you all follow Lady Smoke's enforcers out of the bar. Wow, we've got quite the gang of misfits, don't we? At the end of the tense car ride, the enforcers lead you through the back entrance of an upscale restaurant into the kitchen. I'm confused. Is Lady Smoke a cook, or... Quiet. Tell me quiet one more goddamn time and see what I do to you, little man. You twist the handle on one of the towering steel fridges, and it slides silently to the side, revealing a shadowed doorway. In there. The door leads to a wooden staircase, and you all follow its winding path down into the darkness. Perfect! I was wondering if this could feel any more like a tram. Well, we must be 3 stories down already. Where the hell are we going? Wherever it is. We're almost there, and I smell people ahead. People and... really expensive champagne. Finally, at the bottom of the stairs, one of the enforcers knocks twice on a heavy wooden door, and opens to reveal... a huge underground casino. This is unreal. No, this is Ohio. I mean, what? Your gaze sweeps over the creatures gambling and drinking at the gilded tables, past the huge sparkling fountain in the center of the room. We've hit the peak degeneracy, folks. It does have a bit of King Midas aesthetic, doesn't it? I think it's kind of ridiculous. It's just also overblown. My mother always did like to cover everything with gold. Distracts from all the ugliness underneath. It must have been intense growing up with an insane place like this. Bear's face darkens as she spots a glittering figure seated at a table towards the back of the casino. It was all messed up, as you think, and then some. Not exactly a stable environment. The enforcers march you into a roped-off VIP area near the back of the casino, where a woman sits skimming a thick, leather-bound ledger. The quill perched in her silk-gloved hand, she looks up from her work, calculating, gaze skimming over you. Oprah? This is what Oprah does secretly in the darkness of her retirement. Well, well, the prodigal daughter comes crawling back, with quite the motley crew. 2 night hunters, one of poor, dead Christoph's wolves. Beside you, Cal gives a low, warning growl deep in his throat. Nick puts a cautionary hand on his shoulder, murmuring under his breath. Easy, man, not the time. So what have you been up to all this time, precious? None of your business, Mother, and I didn't come crawling anywhere. Your goons didn't exactly give me much of a choice. Lady Smoke sets down the quill and props her elbows on the table, interlacing her hands. I will say, you look beautiful, baby. So grown up, the world out there has been good to you, I take it. I hope the price tag's worth it. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, just that she turned her back on her family, got herself a shiny new life by pretending to be something she's not. Normal. That's not fair. I never wanted any of this. The person I am out there, that's the real me. You're my daughter, baby. My hair. That's the real you, not this BS you're trying to hard to sell. Vera takes a shuddering breath, her gaze cast down. She then straightens her spine and meets Lady Smoke's eyes. You're right. I am your daughter, but I am nothing like you because I chose not to be. A wounded look darts across Lady Smoke's face. Then she shakes her head, bemused. Why are you so ashamed of what we are, baby? What we are? Why choose to be nobody when you could rule instead? It's you I'm ashamed of, Mother. You're a cold-blooded killer. What kind of person tries to turn their own child into a murderer? You jerk back a gasp, your eyes fly to Vera, her lips are trembling, her hands clenched in a fist by her sides. Are you really gonna hang that over my head? After all these years, that man needed killing. Vera's right, she's nothing like you. You take a step forward and put a hand on Vera's shoulder. She casts you a pained, grateful glance. Vera doesn't even like killing monsters, and she'd never hurt a human. Lady Smoke's eyes grow hazy with something like a regret. Her voice softens. Oh, I wouldn't be sure about that. Not so sure at all. And you think the unwillingness to do what must be done is admirable? Sounds like weakness to me. Vixen already knows me better than you ever will. Oh, enough! Adorable as you two are, I can't stomach all this virtue. You act like I'm the scourge of this town, Vera, instead of its protector. The one who protects it from crashing down around us. Last I checked, you were a mob boss, Mother, not patron saint of New Orleans. Is that so? Well then let me ask, do you remember when that sweet little family from Minnesota came through here a few years back? Mom, Dad, little girl, all three of them ripped open, hearts torn from their chests. Their mutilated bodies found under Almonestar Bridge. What? That's awful, I had no idea. Lady Smoke draws herself up, calmly closing her ledger. Exactly. Because I took care of things. Well, it's also bad for business if suddenly a bunch of dead bodies start showing up, so don't act like you did it for morality's sake. You covered it up? Of course I did! A scandal like that would have brought all kinds of people sniffing around this place. Press, FBI, you name it. Our world survives because people like me are here to keep it hidden, to keep our people safe. But how could you do that? Like I said, it needed doing. Whatever killed that family, that's evil. Me, I'm what this town needs. You're about to reply when you know something glimmering in the air beside Lady Smoke's temple. Is that famine monster tear? Another tear, like the one I saw next to Kristoff. Like Lady Smoke's tear to witness the world through her eyes and see why Vera left New Orleans. See, these are one of the reasons I picked diamonds. Huh? See? As your fingers graze the cool, wet surface, the casino dissolves around you. The glitter, the music fading into the distance. You find yourself standing in a warehouse, your gloved arms crossed over your chest, with a wild-eyed man tied to a chair in front of you.
It's not what it looks like. I swear on my kid, telling you. I ain't a poacher.
Oh, please, Aaron, spare me the theatrics. We both know you've been dealing fairy dust on my turf.
But Tanya...
You know what your problem is, Aaron? Other than being a slimy two-bit hustler.
What?
You're an abysmal liar, worst I've ever witnessed, and that's saying something. An icy, vicious smile tugs your lips as you peel off a single silk glove, letting it drop to the floor. Aaron's face blanches, contorting with terror as you approach him, flexing your hand.
Oh, please!
Too late for begging now, darling. Much too late. I'm gonna make this low. Ignoring the monster's terrified pleas, you wrap your fingers around his bare arm. Panicked, he tries to jerk away, tendons cording in his neck. Ah! Ah! Beneath your grip, black veins fusing over Aaron's arm like cracks creeping steadily upwards. The Remanoir touch, it goes deep as well as wide, Aaron. See my little symbols? Plunging right now in your blood.
Anya, please! Please stop!
Your lip lifting into a snarl, you tighten your grip for a moment. Spreading black veins pulsing in time with your pounding heartbeat. You call me Tanya one more time, Aaron. It'll be the last thing that ever crosses your liar's lips. Step back and slip your glove back on, leaving the mobster panting, sweat pouring from his brow. A muffled whimper catches your attention. You turn back to the warehouse where Vera cowers in the shadows, her face tear-streaked and horrified. Oh, precious, you're not supposed to be here. But I guess this is a good time as any for you to learn. Mom, what's going on? I heard a noise and... Come over here, baby. Come on now, it's alright. Reluctant, Vera edges over to you, her lips trembling. You gently tip up her chin with your gloved hand. I'm not hurting him. I'm teaching him a lesson. He was trespassing, baby, dealing dust on our turf. He has to be taught respect. This man interfered with our business, our livelihood. Pick up Vera's shaking hand. Gently ease off one of her gloves. Your turn, baby. Go on, touch him. Show him justice. Mom, no. You said if I touch anyone, I know I did, but this is a bad man. He was trying to hurt us. Now go on. Show me what you're made of. Show me you're my blood. Trembling, Vera reaches out towards the monster, silent tears dripping down her cheeks.
Can't. Vera, please don't. Got a girl at home about your age.
Then you should have thought of her before you stole from me and mine. Vera, do it. Mama, I can't. Precious, you need to learn to control your power. Give her a little push, whispering fiercely into her ear. Our skill is a gift, like any other. If you refuse to use it, you'll never master it. I'll never... What if I can't control it? What if I... You can, Vera, you're strong. I know you can do it. Vera looks up at you with huge glistening eyes. You run your knuckles gently down the curved cheek. So make me proud, baby. Vera's gaze shifts between your eyes, gives you a shaky nod, and takes a step towards the trembling man. Start slow. One little tap.
Please.
You shouldn't have tried to hurt us. Trembling, Vera reaches out towards the man. Extending one finger, she hesitates and taps him gently on the forehead. Dark veins erupt from her touch, and the man shrieks in agony, his eyes rolling back in his head. Ah! Ah! His face melts into a withered, blackened mask, and then his head lolls to the side. His echoing cries fade to silence. Oh my God, Mom! He's dead! I killed him! I didn't mean that! She bursts into a racking sob, taking to the floor. You push yourself down next to her, wrapping your arms around her quaking body. It's okay, baby. The first touch always kills. You'll have more control next time. It just takes practice, that's all. You knew he died? That I'd kill him if I touched him? Don't you grieve for the likes of him? That man had more sins on his soul than you could count. You did the world a service, Vera, and you made me so proud. Vera lifts her gaze to meet yours, and your heart sinks with the mutinous hatred blazing in her eyes. I will never do that again. Not ever. You're a monster. Whatever he did, whoever he was, he didn't deserve to die. Vera, don't... Get away from me. I hate you. I never want to see you again. Vera wrenches away from you. Stand. Pelting out of the warehouse, you stand there frozen. Your footsteps fade. The casino coalesces around you as you emerge from the memory. Knees weak, heart pounding beside you, Nick is arguing with Lady Smoke. Kind of beside the point. Is that so? What is the point then? Enlighten me. The point is there's a goddamn blade wraith out there targeting Vixen. Lady Smoke jerks her chin at you dismissively. You mean the self-righteous nobody? Why in the world should I give a damn about her? Hey. Because it's not just her. The things that gone after Kristoff, Dana, Carlo too. You'll notice a common thread here, namely they were all VIP monsters, tough as hell, and dead as doornails now. No disrespect intended, but I'm thinking you might fall into that category too, Lady Smoke. Is that a threat, Ryder? Catherine takes a step forward, inclining her head to Lady Smoke. If you'll excuse the interruption, Lady Smoke, I can vouch for Nick. My employer is concerned as well. And I was there when the Alpha died, ma'am. That thing is brutal, like nothing I've ever seen. Lady Smoke leans back in her gilded chair, running the quill contemplatively through her fingers. If something's placing my clientele at risk, it's certainly worth discussing, but first, I'd like to hear my daughter's side of the story. I have nothing to say to you, Mother. Lady Smoke tips her head to the side, lifting an eyebrow. So you don't want to help your little friend? Vera glances at you, and clenching her jaw, Lady Smoke rises from her desk, beckoning Vera towards a door at the back of the casino. We'll talk in my office, darling. Have ourselves a long overdue heart-to-heart. Fine. As they walk away, you turn back to Nick, Cal, and Catherine. I hope she'll be okay. Don't worry. She seems like a tough one. You'd have to be to stand up to a demon like Lady Smoke. Nick looks around the gaming tables, and irrepressible, grin tugging at his lips. Technically irresponsible. No, as long as we're stuck here, we should take a look around the place. For professional reasons? Oh yeah, we've got a case to join. Identify possible threats, maybe relieve Lady Smoke of some of her hard-earned blood money. Catherine rolled her eyes, suppressing a smile. The man is literally his own worst enemy. Oh, loosen up, Katie. We're allowed to have a little fun once in a blue moon, right? I do have a flawless poker face, if I do say so myself. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to look around. You a gambler, Cal? Not really. I was in Vegas last week, but let's just say things got weird. Weirder than this. Weird. You look around the casino floor and spy a gorgeous woman at the roulette table. Oh my god. If they name her anything other than Priya LaCroix, I'm done. Don't start reusing main people, okay? That's all I'm saying. I'm kind of... God damn it, they're gonna make us use diamonds to meet her, aren't they? Who is that? Nick's voice pulls you back. Well, Vixen, want to give a place a spin? Want to have some fun in the casino with Nick, Catherine, Cal, and meet the mysterious gambler? This is your chance. I hate you right now. Now see, this, because I like bloodbound vampires. This is a hard one. Shut up, we play it cool. Something tells me Lady Smoke wouldn't appreciate us wandering around. You're probably right. Maybe some other time. Moments later, Vera and Lady Smoke return, Vera scowling fiercely, avoiding her mother's eye. Lady Smoke settles back in her chair, crossing her legs. Your story checks out, Ryder. Reports of blood wraith murders at the highest echelons. He flicks a disdainful look at you. Which puts you in a very good company for a nobody. So does that mean you'll help us? It means you're free to go, darling. I can't have that thing murdering all my top-shelf customers. That's just bad business. And if you do manage to get rid of it, I'll consider it a favor owed. So gracious of you, Mother. How will we ever thank you for not killing us yourself? Lady Smoke's eyes narrow. She runs the tip of her quill over her lips. You and I, Vera, we're far from done. Sooner or later, you'll have to stop fighting who you are. And when you do, you know where to find me. It'll be a cold day in hell before that happens, Mother. I wouldn't hold my breath. For a moment, her fury rages across Lady Smoke's face and disappears, replaced by a pointed smile. And there she is, my feisty, wicked daughter, a true Remanoir. You've earned yourself a tip, my darling. I may not know who made the Blood Wraith, but I do know how you can find out. You'll need to go to the top. The very top. Beside you, Catherine catches her breath, and Nick lets out a whooshing sigh. Oh, hell. What? What does that mean? It means that you need to go talk to the Fate. Who is the Fate? And where will you find them? Keep playing to find out. Okay. Alright. Okay. Well, I hope y'all did enjoy the video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. In the description below, links to our social media, our Facebook, our Twitter, our Discord, the whole 9 yards down there. You want to come hang out on Instagram? There's a poll on Twitter and Instagram. Do you want me to shave my beard? Do you want it to be gone? Do you want me to shave my head? Do you want it to be gone? Do you want both? Well, there's a poll going on. So, feel free to do that. And also links to support me and my content. My birthday's in 2 weeks. What's that? You want to be nice? You want to do something for me? Hey. So without further ado, I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.